Jimmy! Jimmy Jim! Grant Williams done poked the bear. Pause. And got maimed. What's wrong with this boy, man? Playing with Jimmy Butler like that. He must have lost his goddamn mind, man. What's wrong with this guy?
I never would have made it without.
Got that Celtics pack in the air tonight, man. Jason Tatum, man, scored 9 field goals in the fourth quarter, man. He didn't want it. But the Miami Heat, man, good defense on them double teams at Jason Tatum. Keandre, what's up? And then Boston was just letting Jimmy Butler work. Grant Williams done opened up his mouth and started talking to Jimmy when they was up 9 in the fourth quarter, and then that just woke Jimmy up and he just went straight to work. What's up, Austin? Jimmy effing Butler. He's a winner. The Miami Heat playing some of the best basketball in the playoffs right now. They just done went into Boston and stole 2 games on Boston's home floor. They working on a sweep right now. They talking about getting the brooms out there in Miami. Huh? Jimmy Butler he right behind Dwayne Wade as the greatest Miami Heat player of all time. Huh? Great game by Jimmy. Man was 5 for 6 on Grant Williams in the fourth quarter alone. Yes, Caleb Martin, man. Good game from him. He's a big reason why they won, too. He was carrying the team, like, in that second and third quarter. He woke up and was just hitting threes, driving. Just key to the victory tonight. Bam, again, another solid game. Almost a triple-double, I believe. Jason Tatum, man. Bruh, you played good the whole game right into the end, man. You just no field goals in the fourth quarter at all. And I was wondering why Grant Williams wasn't on the floor. Now I see why not. Now I see why he wasn't on the floor. He too emotional. The Celtics may have won this game if he would have just shut his mouth and just didn't talk to Jimmy Butler. He started talking to Jimmy Butler, woke him up, and Jimmy just went to a whole nother mode and just scored every time on Grant Williams. After Grant Williams hit that 3 and started talking mess to Jimmy Butler, that woke Jimmy up. Jimmy started dropping him off. I thought the Celtics had a chance to slide out of game 2 with a victory. Well, was I wrong? Jimmy Butler came into Boston, took that game. And now they mess around and win, finish this series at home in Miami. And we'll see how this Nuggets and Lakers game goes, see if they how long it goes, how many games it goes. But Miami Heat could be sitting with a nice little break going into the NBA Finals. So they sitting pretty right now. And they getting convincing wins on the road. But Boston is a good road team. I wouldn't be surprised if they go into Miami and steal one of those games. But the way the Miami Heat playing right now, I'm not sure. Yes, it is very possible that he could beat Boston. Man, it's possible they could sweep them. And the Miami Heat, and it's not just Jimmy Butler. They're a complete team. They got Jimmy Butler and they got Bam, who they could just give the ball to and just go get a bucket. But then you got little Gabe Vincent out there doing this thing. Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Kevin Love might give you 10 on a good night. and their defense is stifling. And that's what it's all about, defense and rebounding. Al Horford, now he can't hit a three, but he's steady shooting them, ain't he? And can't rebound. That big offensive rebound at the end of the game that Bam got and got that putback dunk. Because Al Horford, he can't box out Bam. That's a coaching mistake right there, man. They should have had Robert Williams in there just for that purpose, to get that board. But they had Al Horford in there. He the tallest guy on the court. He too old to be boxing out Bam like that. That's the coach's fault. They should have had Robert Williams in the game. So then the coaches gave up at the end of the game, didn't even call a timeout to try to hit a three when they were down 6 with 8 minutes left. Anything can happen. Boston coaches gave up on the team. Over there scratching his head, looking crazy. They ain't want to win. Yep, the only thing stopping me is the injury bug. Just think they're playing this well without Tyler Hero. Tyler, they might, hey, Tyler, they might trade you. They play it better without your brother. Tyler Hero been on the sideline his whole time, chilling. Fresh outfits, though. Let me know where you're getting them at, man, so, I can get some of that, too. I seen the Celine. But he been playing this well without Tyler Hero. He kind of loyal, though. They don't trade players like that. Tyler ain't going nowhere. Yes. Gabe hit Tatum with the step back jumper, midi. And did you see, man, let me tell you, because, during most of the games, I got the sound down. I'm watching the game and I'm listening to something on YouTube. And that's what I was doing this game at, like normal. Watching the game, but listening to some audio on YouTube. But when the game got real good, when Grant Williams hit that three and I seen he was kind of talking mess to Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy was smiling, then they gave the ball right back to Jimmy in the post, and he got the and one on Grant Williams, and they got face to face, nose to nose. Oh man, I played that part back. I rewound that at least 5 times and watched it. That's the type of basketball I want, that intensity, that nose to nose. When I seen them go nose to nose with Jimmy right there and Jimmy was talking to him, I said, oh, it's over with. Miami about to come back. I don't know if they'll win tonight, but they finna make a run. They finna make a push. And Jimmy's gonna be like the leader of this. They done woke Jimmy up. And I be damn, Jimmy started going to work. And I love to see it, man. I love to see it. Jimmy Butler is so underrated. So underrated. He's becoming one of my favorite players in the NBA. Because he's so underrated, goes under the radar, undersized, but he just outworks everyone. Then he's guarding the best player on the other team the whole game. He's stepping up guarding Jason Tatum from the tip. Gotta respect it. And yeah, shout out to Udonis. Shout out to UD, man. Shout out to Haslam. What I think OKC need next year, they just gotta stay healthy. They just gotta stay healthy and stay together. They'll be straight. Just stay together and stay healthy. They made it to the playoffs this year when nobody expected them to make it there. They get the tall guy back. What's his name? The number one, the top draft pick from last year. Get him back. Get him healthy. Gonna have the two Jalen guys come back, more experience. OKC gonna be straight. Jim Butler wants that championship more than anybody on the Celtics. It's preach, Alton. Preach. Jimmy Butler want it bad. And just imagine if he get it on this team by himself, carrying them. Well, not necessarily carrying them. He got a team around him, but he did it his way. He didn't try to just go and, build a super team or anything like that. They just basically a team full of I don't want to say misfits, but like a lot of undrafted players and just people looked over and they just grinded their way, came together, and they just really showing you that basketball is about team, it's about chemistry and playing right at the right time. And they were the eighth seed, came in during the play-in tournament, and now they're 2 wins away from making it to the finals. No one expected this to happen. But this is what basketball is so great. Chet Holmgren, that's his name. Yes. He just got to get healthy and get stronger. Get that weight on him. He just got to get that weight on him, hit them weights. And that's what I recommend KD need to do. KD, you've been skinny too long. You start to slow down. Kevin Durant need to hit them weights. If you're going to be down there posting, being the big guy, running the 4, running the 5, you need to hit the weights, bro. You need to get bigger and stronger. Get in your Dirk mode, man. Put that weight on you. Tell you, man. Tell you. Can't play fast like you used to. Put that weight on you. Get stronger. That is crazy, Austin. Ain't no way they chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. Listen. That was the biggest mistake Minnesota or the 76ers did, was getting rid of Jimmy Butler. That man's a winner. Who do I like in the draft? I haven't really been paying attention to the draft or what young players I need to pay attention to. Everybody know Winnebago going number 1. Wemby's going number 1 to the Spurs. As far as guys that one guy that stuck out to me in the tournament was that guy from that point guard from Kansas State. I like that guy. I don't know if he go into the draft or not, but I like that guy. One guy I'm definitely gonna be rooting for. Turner, I can think of his name. Oh man. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Don't move. I gotta look my guy up. Hold on, y'all don't move, man. This guy's from Mississippi and he's declared for the draft this year. Hold on 1 second. All right. The dude I'm gonna be rooting for to make it in the draft is Cameron Smith. Who did he play? Fellow team. But he is from Okolona, Mississippi. Okolona, Mississippi. I need to do a story on him. Or just give him a shout out in a TikTok or something. Listen, I remember playing against this kid like a couple times, maybe like 10 years ago. He was like, coming up in high school. And, we used to play little open runs, around Mississippi. It was like little tournaments they would be holding on in Okolona, Mississippi. And I'd go up there, and this kid's from there. Cameron Smith. Is that what I said his name is? Man, this man, when I seen him, I was like, he was my height then. He was about 6'3", 6'4". Then maybe as like a freshman in high school. And, I just, I'm not keeping up with high school ball or anything like that. I knew he was going to be good. He ended up having like knee surgery and stuff early on. And last time I seen him, he was on his crutches, getting rehab and stuff, but he was still in high school. I seen my boy G-Rab post on Facebook. Shout out to my boy G-Rab. Pontotoc, Mississippi legend in basketball. One of the best basketball players I ever seen with my Smith is declaring for the draft. So that's what I'm rooting for. Y'all look him up. Cameron Smith. He's from Okolona, Mississippi. He's declaring for the 2023 NBA draft, man. I know he at least 5. He probably like 6'8", 6'9" right now. Kind of remind me like a Paul George kind of guy, style player. Smooth with it, tall guy, can finish all 3-level scores. Play defense too. The truth. He gonna be playing somewhere. I guarantee it. But just keep your eyes out for him. Yeah, that's Philly's lost Miami game with Jimmy Butler, man. Listen, And T. Woods could have really had something with Cat, Jimmy Butler, and Anthony Edwards. Just imagine if they had Anthony Edwards getting that dog in him and learning from Jimmy Butler. Just look what but listen, Karl Anthony Towns messed that up, man. That it wasn't gonna work because Karl Anthony Towns. You seen how Jimmy Butler was looking at Cat during the game? Jimmy Butler is one of those winners, man. He's not gonna tolerate nothing less than winning. If you're not giving it all, Jimmy Butler is not gonna tolerate that, man. And you can just see how intense Jimmy Butler is. Do you remember, was it earlier this year or last season, where Jimmy Butler damn near got in a fight with his own head coach and Udonis Haslem on the sideline? Like, they all got that dog in them. They just, like Jimmy said tonight, they just got a team full of dogs and a team full of alphas. But they all on the same page. I love it. And Boston, something got to happen with them. A trade gonna happen. The head coach, he might have to go. He out there making boneheaded decisions. He's not having the right people in the game at the right time. Especially if they get swept. I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, one of them, get traded. Tristan Thompson been getting carried on the LeBron bandwagon his whole life, but ain't nothing wrong with it. Shoot, what's Rich Paul he been carried on the bandwagon his whole life by Bron, but look at him now. He turned it into his own thing. Ain't nothing wrong with riding a bandwagon, but you got to get off of it. You know, when it's time to golf and start your own bandwagon. Yes, Jimmy plays with heart and passion. He's all out there on the floor. I agree. That's what I love about him. And he's an underdog. Underdog. Love that about him. No one ever sees him coming, but you know about him. But when you see him go against, you know, those guys, they say, okay, this is the MVP. Oh, he been killing all regular season. But when the playoffs come around, though, that's when you see who really want it and who really got that dog in him. And Jimmy Butler, he got that dog in him. And he just went up and said, yes, I'm guarding Jason Tatum, their best player. I'm guarding him this whole game. And basically, you know, Jason Tatum, you know, he's Jason Tatum, so he's going to get 20, 30 points. But when it came down to the fourth quarter, the man didn't score a single field goal. At the end of the game, lost the ball 2 times, just losing the ball. Jimmy Butler on him. That pressure is going to bust pipes or it's going to make diamonds. And look like with Jason Tatum, them pipes getting busted. Diamonds ain't getting made. Jimmy Butler, shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. God, dog. And I love it. Great basketball. I'm probably going to put my Twitter header when Jimmy Butler was head-to-head, nose-to-nose with Grant Williams. I love it. I love it. Bam and Butler had an argument, see who's going to guard Tatum. That's what I'm saying. 2 dogs right there. I'm very impressed with Bam also. I want to give Bam props because last year I was very critical on him, especially in these playoffs. Last year's playoffs, where he wasn't as aggressive offensively. I love to see that now. He get that ball free throw line, anywhere free throw line, close, he's taking his shot. He's doing his little jab, pump fake, doing his moves, and getting a shot off at least, putting pressure on the defense. And he's very skilled. Great footwork. Bam is very, very key to this Heat team. Very, very key. And defensively, he's doing his thing. And good question, Keandre. Who on Boston is a good matchup for Butler? I was thinking about that. I'm thinking if I'm guarding Jimmy Butler, and the guys on their team. I'm thinking Grant Williams is going to be the best matchup against Jimmy Butler. We need somebody a little taller, though. I was thinking maybe Blake Griffin when he was faster, but he's too slow. He can't stay in front of him. It's going to have to be Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown going to have to be, he's going to have to step up and guard Jimmy Butler defensively. And also, if I'd start off with Jaylen Brown guarding Jimmy Butler. Because I want Jason Tatum, I want him healthy and full of energy on the offensive end. The Jaylen, he looked like Marcus Smart, yeah, that's another one, Austin. I go Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown. Yes, I put Marcus on him. But see, the thing is, they start Marcus on him or somebody else on him. Then they're picking, and then Jimmy Butler's getting the matchup he wants. They need to start jumping into a little bit more zone. When they do that pick, go ahead and double Jimmy. They need to be doubling Jimmy more also. Getting the ball out of his hands. Somebody else going to have to beat me. I'm not going to let Jimmy Butler just get down and post up, get to his spot, and do a little turnaround fader every time on me. He's going to have to give that ball up. And if I'm helping off of anybody, I'm not helping off Bam. I'm helping off anybody but Bam, and I'm just going to have to, somebody else going to have to beat me shooting the ball. So, yeah, I start with either Jaylen Brown on Jimmy or Marcus Smart. And then I'm doubling. Like, Jimmy going to have to pass the ball up. And I'm running more zone. But really, it's Jimmy effing Butler. Who gonna stop him? Who gonna stop him? But your best bet is putting Jaylen Brown on him. But let me get on out of here. I done held y'all too long. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I just finished watching the game. So I want to come give y'all my take on the game. Oh, and y'all seen the video from earlier. I'm not sure. Allegedly, Ja Morant may have temporarily lost his shoes from Nike. His shoes is gone from the website. Off of there. I don't know if they still on there now. I have to go check. But earlier today, the Ja ones were not on the site available to purchase at all. They've taken them off the website. Hopefully, Ja don't lose his shoe deal. I'll keep y'all posted on that, let you know what's going on. I'm going to be doing more little videos like that, just coming, dropping by, giving news to you. Making just little videos and just uploading them. Yeah. I agree with that too, Austin. Like, you really can't help off Miami. But I'd rather them beat me than Jimmy Butler. They're going to have to shoot that ball. But yes, Max Strauss, Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent, they all shooting lights out. All of them. Kyle Lowry, really can't leave them open like that. You right. But let me get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by here. I'm about to get ready to lay it on down, get ready to start this next day. Y'all have a good one. We got Bron and the Nuggets tomorrow. It's going down. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll talk about the game. You know what it is. I'll be here. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. This HushBoy, and I'm out this thing.